Okay, so welcome everybody to this week's weekly tune-in. So I am doing a weekly tune-in, even though I've got the birthday offer party also happening at the same time, but I couldn't not come live and share the weekly journey to support your practice with connecting in with the Akashic Records. So you may be completely new to me and what I do. So just a brief summary, I'm Marina, the Soul Alchemist, and I very much work with the Akashic Records. I use pendulum, I use all sorts of different types of energy techniques in the Akashic Records, but it's really about supporting my clients, my community, with discovering the Akashic Records for themselves so they can connect in with their own space, with their own cosmic library, so they can start to learn more about their own soul journey, their past lives, and also do some karmic healing, unlocking gifts, installing success anchors. There's so much we can do in that beautiful etheric realm. And I go weekly live generally to support your practice so that you get used to going into your own records, and I guide you in. And we focus on a topic and we focus on a theme, usually guided by my team in spirit, and also the Akashic Oracle cards. And so the Akashic Oracle card deck, quite a lot of you have already got this deck, is here. And this is a very practical, physical way of connecting in with the records, which I love because I'm very hands-on. And so the card that we are focusing on is self-sabotage. So I'm actually just going to read you a little bit from that card, and then we're going to go into the records and we're going to look at our self-sabotage. And I want you to think about the number one intention, the thing that you are focusing on at the moment, or the thing that you want to kind of work on in the next couple of months, but you know that there's going to be a self-sabotaging pattern there. And I'm going to just share a little bit more about what those self-sabotaging patterns could be, and you'll know straight away, yeah, that's the thing that I normally do. Okay, so self-sabotage happens when you're in the midst of an up level, expansion, or growth. So you may not be kind of experiencing self-sabotage at the moment, but you kind of know this is likely to come up when I start to do this, when I start to change this particular thing in my life, work on this thing. Then expectation of self-sabotage is the best kind of thing to kind of have in terms of mindset, because it's always going to happen. It's the ego's way of keeping you safe. So you have chosen this card today, all my guides did last week, as you are being shown that you're in a cycle of self-sabotage and have the opportunity to identify and work with it. Self-sabotaging patterns show up when we are on the verge of a soul leap forward and are about to embody the change. This usually looks like sudden illness, unexpected bills, self-doubt, procrastination, perfectionism, confusion, over-analyzing, fear, etc. There's a whole menu of self-sabotaging patterns. So I may not have read the one that you kind of do the most, but you will know, if you think about it and tune into it, you'll know what it is. It's key for you to bring awareness to your behaviors at this time so that we can witness the ego in action, the self-sabotage, basically. In these moments, celebrate the uncomfortable resistance and know you're about to have your breakthrough. So I want us to be armed with releasing whatever we can around this self-sabotaging pattern. So if you can just bring to your conscious now, what is my pattern of behavior that I have when I focus on this thing that I want to change, this habit, I want to bring in something like new healthy lifestyle, or I'm not going to go for the same kind of person in terms of relationship, and I'm going to make a promise to myself. And then something happens and we fall into that self-sabotaging pattern. So it could be doubt, it could be fear, it could be, that lack of trust in ourselves. So we just kind of, we can't uphold the new energetic level that particular new experience that we want to live and have. Vibrationally, we falter before we can really kind of ground it and then embody it in, and then the self-sabotage comes in. It probably is linked to mindset, And it will also probably be linked somewhere to fear, because the emotions then kind of trigger off the mind, and then we start to tell ourselves things, and then our actions reflect that, and then we find ourselves self-sabotaging. Perfectionism's a really big one as well, because we want things to be perfect. So it's a perfect way to really not put ourselves out there and do the things that we say that we want to do, because it's not perfect and we think we're going to get judged and then we're a failure, and we kind of leap to all of these conclusions in like a matter of seconds. And we may not bring the awareness to that, but that's basically what's happening. And self-sabotage is the subconscious holding you back. It's the subconscious that steers you off course, and you have this kind of goal, but subconsciously your subconscious is doing that and steering you over here, and before you know it, you're right over there and you're nowhere near where you want to be. And so that's why we need the awareness. So bring your awareness to the first, or the number one, self-sabotaging pattern that you have, and then we're going to go into the records, and we're going to just release anything that's karmic around it, anything that's kind of fear related. And we're going to do an activation also, just to continue having this self-awareness around your self-sabotaging patterns, because it's the awareness that is really the key. The awareness is the key. Okay, so I'm just checking to see if there's any comments. If you want to leave any comments, please do. If you're watching the replay, please do put #replay in there as well. Good morning, Muriel, and good morning, Julie. Good to see you here. Okay, so we're going to dive straight in. We're not going to be here for long, so give yourself permission. Give yourself, your body and your ego permission just to connect in. I want you to place your palms facing upwards. For those that are connecting in quite regularly, we know now that this is the body's way of telling itself that we're going to relax, and we're going to go into the record. So it's a physical cue that we are creating here that allows your body to relax in super fast time. So we're kind of building this into the practice. Also means that we're here to receive. So we're open, we're expansive, and it's like, yes, give me the wisdom, give me the healing. That's what we're doing also with these palms facing upwards. Okay, so when you're ready, I want you to close your eyes. And then I want you to just relax. I want you to actually give your body a little bit of a wiggle, move the hips, maybe push your back against the chair or the bed or wherever you are, maybe the wall if you're sat on the floor. And just then allow the body just to sink. And want to bring your focus now to the breath. So I want you to take a big deep breath in for me. And as you take that big deep breath in, you're going to call back all of your energy from across time and space, people and events. Imagine that light, your soul light, as golden, sparkly light, and you're breathing it deep into your chest as you call it back. Breathing it deep into the chest, into the heart chakra. And on the out breath, we're just going to relax and release anything that's not serving or supporting us, anything that we've picked up in our auric field, in our mental bodies, emotional bodies. Throughout our multidimensional being, just with every out breath, we continue to release. And again, take another deep breath in, calling back all of your energy from across time and space, people and events, breathing that golden light deep into the chest. And on the out breath, relaxing the shoulders, releasing any tension held at the bottom of the neck, around the shoulders, around the chest. And again, take another big deep breath in, calling back all of your energy from across time and space, people and events, breathing that golden light deep into the chest. And on the out breath, just noticing the backs of the hands connecting with the tops of the thighs, the sitting bones on the chair, your back being supported, your feet connected to the floor. And as you bring your awareness to your feet, I want you to sense, feel, know, imagine thick, strong silver roots coming from the soles of your feet. And these silver roots know exactly where they need to go, down towards the heart of Mother Earth, feeling her connection, her earthedness and groundedness. Allow those silver roots to travel quite quickly through the earth, down towards that beautiful large crystal that presents itself in any type or colour for you. Again, sense, feel, know, use your imagination. What kind of crystal or colour is there today? As you wrap your silver roots around the heart of Mother Earth, that colour, that crystalline energy transfers into your roots. And it starts to travel back up through the earth. Your roots drink that energy up, that beautiful, loving energy. And as it connects with your feet, that crystalline energy washes itself through your physical body. It's like a sonic wave, rebounding through the body, all the way to the top of the head and out through the crown chakra, into your etheric chakras, and out into your auric field. So it's almost like you're being now held by a crystalline bubble of light, held by Mother Earth's energies from her heart. And I just want you to bring your awareness to the heart chakra as we fully connect in with her heart, actively connecting in with her heart. That crystalline energy, feeling that click, perhaps, your heart chakra expanding as you feel her unconditional love for you, her peace, her calmness, her groundedness. Allow that to flood your system, knowing that you are worthy to receive her love. Knowing that you are being held in her energy all around you, in that bubble of light. We're now going to ask for your team and spirit, beings of 100% pure love and light, to step into the space closer to you. They're already here, but I'm just asking for them to step closer. Perhaps make themselves known, if it's appropriate. And if you can't sense, feel, or know that your guides are there, just trust that they are. We've invited them in. At this point, I want to ask for your ego now to step out of the physical body. And your ego is quite happy to do this. They know that they'll be back soon enough. And with a smile upon their face, they head towards the door of the room that you're in. They open the door and they step out. And they close the door gently behind them. So now you know that any information, wisdom that comes through will be from your guides, perhaps your higher self, but not the subconscious mind. We now invite the 6 archangels to just complete this space, that you're fully held and connected to source energy. Archangel Michael now steps in behind you. Archangel Gabriel to your left, Archangel Raphael to your right. We invite Archangel Uriel to step into the space in front of you. Archangel Sandalphon, ensure that we are connected in with the crystalline grid of the earth. Just imagine yourself now stepping onto a silvery, fiery white grid of light. This connects us to Middle Earth and that continued connection to the heart of Mother Earth. Archangel Metatron, please bring down a Christ conscious light grid, fiery golden light. Archangel Metatron brings this through Helios, our spiritual sun, down through your solar junction, which is far in the sky. And this is your own personal sun, soulful sun, connection to source. Archangel Metatron activates that chakra with that golden grid. And then that fiery golden light now makes itself down as a channel of light, down through the sky, down through the roof of your home, through the ceiling of the room that you're in. And that channel of light, that fiery golden light, goes through the etheric chakras above your head and at the back, and connects in with the crown chakra. Allow yourself to receive this divine source light, this fiery golden light. As it makes its way down through the body, through all of your chakras, your meridians, your nadis, filling every cell of your body. Allow yourself to receive and know that you are loved unconditionally at all times. Archangel Metatron closes the space above your head, and you are now being held in an angelic sphere of white light. Now you are fully connected above and below. Your team and spirit are here with you. And we can now connect in with the records. Start to bring your awareness to your third eye, the point between your eyebrows. Sense, feel, know, imagine a purple portal of light that is opening up there before you. Once that purple portal of light gets large enough, you step through it and you walk towards a large door. Just notice what kind of door this is, what it's made from. And then you look for your details, your full name, your date of birth, your place of birth. When you sense, feel, know, or imagine that they are there, you know that you're at the correct records. Place your hand upon the door handle. Open the door to your cosmic library and step into that space. Take a few more steps forward and the door shuts behind you. And just allow yourself just to get accustomed to this space. Perhaps noticing how large your library is. And have a sense maybe of how many books there are. Perhaps just a few out on display, or there may be thousands upon thousands. Each one representing a lifetime that you've had on this planet and elsewhere. There may be many doors within your library, each connecting in with its own chamber of wisdom, of gifts, of light. As you stand admiring your library and just really sensing and experiencing, embodying that space, your Akashic record keepers step in beside you. There may be one, there may be more. And they're all smiling, happy that you're here, connecting in with your records today. Greet them in any way that feels appropriate. You may want to give them a big hug. Might be just a nod of the head or a hello. Your guides know that we are here to connect with our self-sabotaging patterns. And your guides now ask for that number one self-sabotaging pattern that you're aware of. Bring it into the body, feel it in the body. Where does it present itself? Just get a sense, is it in a chakra? Is it in a limb? Is it in the mental body, maybe in the auric field? Where are you sensing, feeling, imagining, or visualizing that self-sabotaging pattern? What does it feel like? What emotion connects with that self-sabotaging pattern? Is it fear? Is it disappointment? Is it confusion? helplessness perhaps, maybe anger, maybe sadness. Name the emotion if you can to that self-sabotaging pattern. And I want you to connect with that self-sabotaging pattern with your hands. And I want you to be able to take it in your hands. So that self-sabotaging pattern is going to transform into an object that you can then place your hands around and take it out of the body, or take it out of the aura, or the mental body perhaps, or the emotional body. Place that self-sabotaging pattern into your hands. And if you can, just notice what it feels like, or what the object is, what the shape of it is. And it may not be anything that you particularly recognize. Maybe even feeling the weight of that self-sabotaging pattern. And I now want you to ask the self-sabotaging pattern, why do you hold me back? Just notice what you're being given, either with words, images, a sense, a feeling, a knowing, a memory. Why are you holding me back? And then I want you to say to your self-sabotaging pattern, out loud or in your mind, you know that you are safe and there is nothing to fear. You know that you are safe and there is nothing to fear. You know that you are safe and there is nothing to fear. And now I want you to hand that self-sabotaging pattern to one of your guides. And your guides hold it up, and a portal of light, of golden light, now appears in your Akashic Records. And that self-sabotaging pattern starts to rise up into that light and completely disappears. And we're now going to ask for anything else that's connected to that self-sabotaging pattern, the root causes of any lifetime, timeline, universe or dimension that influences that self-sabotaging pattern, to now present themselves as chains around your body. Know that you are safe as these chains appear, but we just want to get an indication of the root causes, the blocks, the limiting beliefs, perhaps the traumas, the wounding, the fears, the conditioning, the programming, the agreements even, that are connected and weaved into these chains. Just asking for these chains now to appear around the body, perhaps around the ankles, the legs, the wrists. Just know that you are safe as these chains appear. And your guide then steps forward again. and asks, are you ready to release these chains of self-sabotage? Give your answer now. And as you do, those chains dissolve into that portal of light above your head. You just start to rise. You start to just float away and completely disappear as they evaporate into the light. Just notice now how much more freedom, how much lighter, perhaps more expansive you feel, because those root causes have been released. Now thinking about a particular intention or goal that you have, where you know you probably would self-sabotage your progress. Bring that into your awareness now. And how do you feel in terms of motivation or around your self-sabotage? Does it feel as strong? Or do you feel that you would have more focus, more determination, more capability to move through the resistance when it comes up? Take that feeling. And as you feel that determination, we ask for that to be anchored into your present lifetime book. This moment that you are now experiencing, that you are creating for yourself, is being anchored into your present lifetime book as an image, a feeling, a word. We are now capturing that and anchoring it in so that you can connect in with this moment whenever you feel resistance towards that goal, moving towards it, achieving it. And that will connect you in with this very moment, knowing that you do have the determination. You do have the capabilities and abilities and the gifts to have whatever it is that you choose. So that activation is now complete. Those chains have now been released. And the final activation that I want to request is an awareness, a raised consciousness of our awareness around our own self-sabotaging patterns. So asking that now to be activated throughout our multidimensional being, written into our records, that we have increased self-awareness of our own self-sabotage. And again, that connection to know that we can work through it. We have the abilities and the capabilities and the gifts to always work through it. Receive this as a beautiful shower of golden light coming through that portal above your head in your library. Golden light codes filled with intention, filled with power, and filled with love. Remembering that we always love ourselves where possible, even when we do self-sabotage. Especially when we self-sabotage. Continue to receive that activation. Noticing perhaps the growing determination, empowerment that you feel. Connecting in with that. Keeping that with you. as you move forward after this transmission. Then that golden portal of light starts to close above your head, and the activation is complete. Thanking your guides. Say goodbye in any way that feels appropriate. And then start to head towards the door of your Akashic Records. When you're ready, I want you to open the door, step out of your cosmic library, and out loud or in your mind, I want you to now say, I now close my Akashic Records. Head towards the purple portal of light. And when you're ready, step through the purple portal of light and start to bring yourself back round. Rub your thighs, rub your thighs with your hands. Have a stretch. Rub your feet upon the floor. We're just waking up the body again. You don't need to do it you don't need to do it aggressively. You can do it gently, but just bring yourself back round. Maybe rub your palms of your hands together. What we're doing is just connecting back in with the body, because when we work in the Akashic Records, we're kind of at least 5th dimensional and above. And because we bring in, our beings of light, we're definitely working up in the 9th dimensions as well. So we just need to come back into the body. Make sure you're drinking water. I've got water in here. Lots of water, because that healing and that releasing of that self-sabotaging pattern and the limitations, the chains that were connected to that will continue over the next 24 hours. But your guides and your higher self will manage that process as the adjustments are made through your multidimensional being. But the water helps you to physically flush your system of those negative energies or blocks that we've released today. So let me know in the comments, what was your number one self-sabotaging pattern? We have raised the awareness around that so that you can get not hyper-focused, but super aware that when you know that you're going into self-sabotaging, it's like, I see you. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to celebrate the fact that I'm on a growth trajectory here. Something's happening. I'm shifting vibration. I'm really kind of trying to embody that, and my ego doesn't like it, and that's perfect. And just celebrate that, but keep taking those steps towards the goal or the intention that you have, because when we don't, and we pause and we stop, we lose the momentum and we ping back, and we end up where we were at the very beginning. And so that's the thing, that's the resistance. We have to keep working through the resistance. But if we can celebrate the resistance, then what we're doing is we're changing our mindset on that. We're kind of shifting, and rather than being like, oh my God, not again, why has this happened? It's like, okay, that's fine. It's happening. I'm taking my power back. I know it's happening. Knowledge is power, but I'm going to keep moving. And if I've got to take smaller steps to work through the resistance, that's fine, but I'm going to still keep going. I'm still going to keep doing this. So that's my advice around that. We're actually talking about this in a much deeper way in the Akashic Business Club. Self-sabotage is the whole theme for the month and the code that we've unlocked in terms of understanding how to work with it. So let me know how you got on. It's a really interesting kind of topic to kind of work with, and we self-sabotage all of the time. We do it a lot. We really do it a lot because it's in the subconscious. So, but it's perfect. We've just got to try and let go of the judgment around it, but just take practical action. Try and take try to get into a place of neutrality and let go of the emotion. Okay, so love and blessings. I do hope that you enjoyed that. And yeah, let me know how you progress through your self-sabotage and also what your patterns are usually. Okay. Love and blessings. Bye.